The difference between an ordinary person and a realized person is that an ordinary person stands firmly within the mind, whilst a realized one stands within the heart. The realized one knows that what is perceived is not different from the indivisible reality. They have realized godliness as the self within the heart, the real. The ordinary person sees all things outside of the self. They are separate from the world and separate from their deeper truth, which is the reality which supports them, as well as what they perceive. The one who is realized realizes their own reality, which is the substratum of all, the oneness of the perceptions of their world. They are aware of the one as the real. Bliss, which extends as infinite space in all directions of a directionless existence. The heart, which is one really is. From the heart, all experiences arise. From the heart, they see the arising of the thinker and its thoughts, the enjoyer and its enjoyments, as well as the sufferer and that which it believes to be suffering. The heart alone is completely pure. It is in this form, which remains uncontaminated by inclinations, desires, or karmas, that it appears to exist as the realized one. The existence of the ego mind, personality, whether in the realized one or in the unrealized ordinary person, is, in itself, an experience. But to the ordinary person who is mistaken in thinking that the waking state and the world are real, the ego or personality also appears to be real. Since these ones, which hold on to unique individuality, see the realized one behave as other individuals, they also feel that a realized one is similar to themselves, and they subscribe them to be individuals with a similar individuality as their own. But the sense of individuality, or I thought, does not function in the realized one at all. The real nature of the realized one is the heart itself. This is the principal I, and it is not a personal I. Here, they are one and identical with the undifferentiated consciousness, also referred to as the full consciousness. This full consciousness is the Absolute, and there is nothing other than it. The main qualities of the ordinary mind are dullness and excitement. Therefore, it is full of egoistic desires and weaknesses. But the realized one's mind is pure and simple harmony. It is fullness functioning in the subtle casing of knowledge, through which they keep contact with the perceived world. Their desires, therefore, are also pure. There is really no need to worry yourself about the world and what will happen to it after your self-realization. First, realize the self. What does it matter if the world will be perceived or not? Do you gain something through the non-perception of the world during sleep? Will knowing in advance how you will see the world help you with your quest? No, it is but more thought which acts as an obscure deterrent to your fructification. It is really of no importance to the realized one, nor to the unrealized one, whether or not they see the world. It is seen by both, but their viewpoints differ. Seeing the world, the realized one sees the self, which is the substratum and source of all that is seen. The ordinary person, whether they see the world or not, remains ignorant of their beingness. They see their individuality within an external world. Like the example of the cinema, the pictures are projected onto the screen. The pictures are real, but when you take hold of them, all that you will grasp is the screen. It is so with the self. Only the self exists. The pictures come and go. If you hold on to the self, the pictures will not deceive you. Nor does it really matter if the pictures appear or disappear. That which comes and goes is not real. That which supports and maintains the coming and going is immovable, unchangeable, foundation, reality. Ignorant to the self, the ordinary person thinks the world is real. Just as ignoring the screen, they become involved with the pictures as a sense of reality. If one knows that without the seer there is nothing to be seen, like there are no pictures without the screen, one is no longer deluded. The realized one knows that the screen and its pictures are only the self. With the pictures, the self is in the manifest form. Without the pictures, the self is in the unmanifest form, the natural form. To the realized one, it is not important if the self is in one form or another, because they are always anchored in the self. But the ordinary person, seeing the realized one active, becomes confused because he projects his own perspective of the world onto the realized one. The self alone is. There is nothing else. However, due to ignorance, there seem to be differences. These differences are threefold. Firstly, of the same kind. The world is similar to the self, but the world is not another self similar to the self. Secondly, of a different kind. The world is different, separate from the self, but the world is not separate and different from self. And thirdly, as part of the self. The world is not a part of self either. Do not assume that the world is reflected onto the self. For reflection, there must be an object and an image. But the self has no such differences. The realized one may dream, but they know it to be a dream in the same way that they know the waking state to be a dream. It is like dream number 1 and dream number 2.